Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today I will summarize and review the book. In Accelerated Spanish, Learn Fluent Spanish with a Proven Accelerated Learning System, Timothy Moser presents a distinctive approach to mastering the Spanish language. Drawing upon the foundations of accelerated learning principles, Moser promises readers an efficient pathway to fluency that differs markedly from traditional language learning methods. This book is structured to not just impart the rules of Spanish grammar and vocabulary, but to embed the language deeply into the learner's mind through innovative techniques that leverage memory, cognitive associations, and practical application. With the premise that anyone can learn Spanish quickly by following his system, Moser challenges the conventional classroom methods and offers a compelling alternative for those who have struggled with other courses or are beginning their language learning journey. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, memory techniques for language learning. One of the core premises of Accelerated Spanish is its emphasis on memory techniques designed specifically for language learning. Moser introduces readers to powerful mnemonic devices, visualization, and word association tactics that aim to make Spanish vocabulary and grammar rules more memorable. He argues that traditional rote memorization fails because it doesn't connect new knowledge to existing cognitive structures. By utilizing storytelling and spatial memory techniques, learners are encouraged to create vivid, memorable associations for Spanish words and phrases. This method is not only meant to ensure that new information sticks, but also to make recall faster and more intuitive, facilitating a smoother transition to thinking and speaking in Spanish. Secondly, understanding Spanish grammar. Intuitively, Moser delves into Spanish grammar with a unique, intuitive approach that eschews the complexity often associated with grammatical rules. Instead of overwhelming learners with technical jargon and detailed explanations, Accelerated Spanish guides readers through understanding grammar in the context of its use. Moser employs analogies and practical examples to demonstrate how grammatical structures function, advocating for a learn-by-doing method that prioritizes comprehension through patterns rather than memorization. This approach is tailored to help learners not just understand but also apply grammatical rules naturally in conversation, making the learning process both efficient and effective. Thirdly, the role of cultural immersion. Moser emphasizes the importance of cultural immersion in language learning, arguing that a deep understanding and appreciation of Spanish-speaking cultures significantly enhance the learning experience. Accelerated Spanish doesn't just teach the language in isolation. It incorporates cultural insights, idiomatic expressions, and references to Spanish literature, music, and more. This context enriches the learning process, helping students grasp the nuances of the language and how it's used in different social situations. Moser believes that cultural immersion can be achieved from one's own home through various means, such as listening to Spanish music, watching Spanish films, and interacting with native speakers online, making language learning a more comprehensive and enjoyable journey. Fourthly, accelerated learning principles applied. The book details the accelerated learning principles upon which Moser's system is built. These principles focus on leveraging the brain's natural learning processes, such as chunking, breaking down information into smaller, manageable units, and spaced repetition, a technique that involves reviewing information at increasing intervals. Moser also discusses the importance of a positive mindset, motivation, and the psychological aspects of learning, such as dealing with frustration and fear of making mistakes. By incorporating these principles, Accelerated Spanish aims to optimize the learning experience, making it faster, more engaging, and more effective for learners of all backgrounds. Lastly, practical application and speaking practice. A notable strength of Accelerated Spanish is its focus on practical application and speaking practice. Moser insists that active use of Spanish is critical to achieving fluency. The book includes extensive exercises, real-life conversation scenarios, and tips for practice outside the learning environment. Moser encourages learners to seek out speaking opportunities, whether through language exchange partners, Spanish conversation groups, or online platforms. By applying the language in varied contexts, learners can enhance their fluency and confidence. This emphasis on speaking practice, combined with the book's innovative learning strategies, ensures that learners can actively apply what they've learned and progress towards fluency in real-life situations. In conclusion, Accelerated Spanish Learn Fluent Spanish with a Proven Accelerated Learning System by Timothy Moser is an invaluable resource for anyone looking to learn Spanish efficiently and effectively. Moser's unique approach, focusing on mnemonic devices, intuitive grammar learning, cultural immersion, accelerated learning principles, and practical application, offers a comprehensive roadmap to fluency that is both accessible and engaging. This book is particularly suited for learners who have previously struggled with traditional language learning methods or who wish to expedite their learning process. The innovative techniques and strategies presented can significantly benefit learners by making the language learning journey more intuitive, enjoyable, and ultimately successful. Anyone committed to becoming fluent in Spanish will find, in Accelerated Spanish, a powerful ally in their educational pursuits. If you would like to support Timothy Moser, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.